Zac. He's one of my favorite junglers because of his versatility and the fact he is the sexiest amorphous combatant in League of Legends. No homo. Even though I don't think it's needed since he's not a human. He was created in a weapons laboratory and raised by loving parents. He is considered a fighter for the people, and his official quote is, "Even if you don't have a spine, you still have to stand up for yourself." Not cool, Zac. In the jungle, Zac has a bit of a slow clear, but pretty good survivability, since his W goes so well with his passive. His E is one of my favorite abilities in the game, because of its range and the fact it's just such great engage. He is really good at early ganking. You can get his E at level 2 and have a good chance of burning a flash. I on the other hand prefer to go W, Q, E, since his Q is better for early clears. Then at level 4, try and gank once you have a second point in your E. And yes, there is a small rework coming soon for Zac, but it changes pretty much nothing. It made his Q a bit better and his ultimate more useful in certain situations. Since you can still knock people back with your ult, and you still max E first then your W, I don't see a reason to wait to make this. These are just some of my favorite places to gank from. Max level E has a huge range, think outside the box when you're ganking a Zac. This isn't really meant for high elo players, but if your enemies seem especially astute, try and aim far enough behind them so that even if they do flash, you'll still be in range. This still works even though they added a circle showing where he's dropping. And even if you do go too far, once you have your ultimate you can still knock them back into your teammates. In teamfights you have two options. The first and most common is being the initiator / frontline. Your job is to find a good place where you can jump in and knock their carries and or squishies into your team, and basically just be a pain in their ass. If you're ahead enough and win this build, rather than this one, which both of these are what I use by the way, you might be able to kill the carry by yourself. And of course these builds are assuming you're facing the regular amount of AD and AP champions. But you should adapt yours if you're playing against something more unusual. The second role, which you will not play often, is being the peeler for your ADC. You only need to do this when no one else can, and your ADC is most of your damage. Your E and your ultimate are great ways to keep enemy champions off the carry. Skins? Well, he doesn't have any good ones in my opinion. There's this one, which looks like something you would find in Sesame Street, and this one, which makes me wanna pee. I play with a yellow chroma, since it makes him look like butter, and who doesn't like butter? Zac. Sexy, versatile, and has this thing on his head which is guaranteed to steal your girlfriend. With all that, why not Zac?